next one Iceland for Russia. Once again, them giving us Argentina. But anybody when you bring it, no matter. Make you put 10 Messi, we go enter them. Anytime if you like, we go counter them. We know they fear anybody, we go scatter them. Any fire what you bring, we go after them because you go see the champion and
Yes, so, yes, so. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I'm gonna let you guys just feel that beat a little bit, you know, while I'm setting up here.
Enjoy, enjoy.
Yes, so. Yes, 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 yes. Ladies and gentlemen, you are hearing the voice of the one and only Paj. He's right here beside me. Today is a special, special show. I just want to welcome everybody to Fan Zone. Thank you for joining us today. Feel free to share. We're going to give you 2 minutes to share with your friends, your family, your mama, your papa. Before we do that, let me introduce my co-host for the night. Please welcome my regular co-host, Mr. Carlo Mashallah.
ABL, baby.
Yes, you go. There you go. There you go. Yes, so we are ready to roll. It's a special show.
That musical. Can we have it in the background?
Oh yeah, we will. Trust me, we're gonna hear that music all day, all night. We're gonna play in the background. That music again that you heard, ladies and gentlemen, that's the one and only Paj.
Gracias, everybody, for tuning in. I like that giggle.
Thank you.
So,
really, really good, man.
like I said, this is a very, very special show. Thank you guys for joining us, and thank you, first of all. Before we go too far, director, can you please cue the video? I wanted you guys to see the video of that song. While we're showing the video, feel free to share the music. To share the link with everybody. Let everybody know we're live. We have a special announcement. We're going to talk about the World Cup. Give us time to share. So, producer, when you're ready, please share the video. How you mute your mic? Okay, hold on one second, guys. I'll give you guys music where we get it going. Share the video.
How long did it take you to make it? How long did it take you to make it?
To get here.
To make the
Hello? Hello? Please, I have to call you back. I'm here on business. I'm here to discover the new local talent, the latest, the newest in Mbappe. I'm going to discover here. And I think I have seen him. Look at that. Just look at that.
Guys, we're not going to hear the video or the audio from the video in the studio, but those that are watching online at home, they can hear.
What's your name? Hello? Hello? Please, I have to call you back. I'm here on business. I'm here to discover the new local talent, the latest, the newest in Mbappe. I'm going to discover here. And I think I have seen him.
Oh, that's really good.
Look at that. Just look at that. Excuse me. You are very skillful and so. What's your name? Akimboni. Nigerian name. Father, thank you. I have halal with local talent. Nigerian talent. You know what? I can be your PFA. The PFA is a professional football administration. Hey, don't worry. You know what? As your PFA, I can get you to not one but 2 teams. Yes! I can get you to play for Monaco. Would you like to play for Monaco? Because I see you as the next Mbappe. And then after that, I can get you to play in the World Cup. You want to play in the World Cup? I can get you to play for Nigeria in the World Cup. You want to play for...
Excuse me. Who are you?
Which one is your own?
Who are you with your purple hat?
Please, the conversation is between A and B, so please see your way back to my phone. Are you his agent? I need to talk to his agent.
Yes, I'm his agent.
You are his agent?
Yes.
Is that why you are folding ham? Look, I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to his manager.
I'm his manager. What manager don't you get?
You are still very rudeness to me. So I need to talk to you. I don't want to talk to anybody professionally relationship to the boy. I want to talk to his father.
I'm his father.
You're his father.
Shut
Your
up,
father.
Corbett.
Bros, I thought it was you. I was just checking you out.
Yaga 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 yo, yeah. It's my just so now. Yeah. This song is dedicated to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Nigeria, Russia is one mission. Yala yala. And anybody with the hour will is Capiola, the hammer, the matter. First one we go see now Croatia. On the next one Iceland for Russia. Once again them giving us Argentina. But anybody who you bring it no matter. Make you put 10 Messi, we go enter them. Any tactic you like, we go counter them. We know they fear anybody, we go scatter them. Any fire what you bring, we go water them because
Green, white, green, coming through.
you go see the champion of Niger.
Green, white, green, to scatter you.
You go carry pop come Abuja.
So now, where do you go to?
That's where they carry swagger waka.
Oh, God, there is nothing for you.
See Niger repping all Africa. The world come together. Chase the run ball, make we tap the leather. If you know where we from, you know we come far. We no come here for play, we come to conquer. Them go know, say we don't come anywhere we day. Show them power anytime, any day. Make you stop the fear when the eagle they fly. Cause hunger the belly and the fire they the eye cause.
Garland gives straight here. Has he got the strength? Yes, he has. Can he get a finish? Yes, he can. Nigeria lead. Indecision at the back.
White, green, coming through.
You go see the champion of Niger.
Green, white, green, to scatter you.
You go carry pop come Abuja.
So now, where do you go to?
That's where they carry swagger waka.
Oh, God, there is nothing for you.
See
All
Niger
right, while we're
repping all
wrapping that up,
Africa.
if you want the whole video, thank you, Michael Boyozier, for logging in. Thank you, Gabzi Ayo. I'm sorry if I messed up your name. I apologize. So, producer, if you can just take it away, let's get into the show because we have a lot to talk about today. But we just wanted to share the video with you guys that are watching from home. We want everybody to see it and enjoy. Like I said, we're gonna share the links over and over and over again. And yes, Michael, I see. I got your message. The next one, we're gonna publish the link without the skits tonight. But I just wanted to share the link because my young son is in the studio, who's producing the show right now. He's also in the video. That was his first music video, so the young boy is doing his thing.
He's a kid of many talents, man.
Yeah,
right there.
he's doing his thing, man. So I just want to thank everybody for watching and for coming in. So right off the back, I'm gonna share with you guys a special announcement. Kyle, you want to tell them?
About the we have so many announcements.
Yeah, I know. So special announcement. We're gonna share the link for you guys. You have an opportunity to win a jersey of your choice, club or country, doesn't really matter. We're gonna send a link out. It's a FIFA link. We partner with FIFA to create a competition. You can pick your team who's gonna win. In our group, it's called ABL FC. If you are the winner of the ABL FC group, you get a jersey of your choice. If you want a Nigeria jersey, we'll get it for you. You want Spain, you want Brazil, you want Real Madrid, it doesn't matter. Right. All you have to do is to win it. Now, if you win the FIFA one, you get to go to Atletico Madrid. A trip for two with, it's crazy. The grand prize is crazy, but we're going to talk about all that later on. Right now, let's get into this World Cup.
I see Nabo, thanks for joining us as well.
Ulrich, Mr. David Okumale, thank you for joining. We appreciate you guys for joining.
How come I don't see him?
He's there. He's Ulrich. He's the one that looks like a white guy.
Yeah.
Ulrich von Votz.
I don't see them.
Von Vonstein.
I see Nabo, but I don't see you. I don't know why.
Yeah, I see him there. He's trying to be incognito. So, thank you. Again, thank you guys for joining. Thank you for liking it. So let's get into it. Let's talk about, before we get into the prediction, I want to talk about the warm-up games. Right?
Yeah.
And, yes, my USA is not in the World Cup, but my USA played France and looked good. The average age of that team is 22 years old. Incredible. Those kids should be playing in the Olympic, not playing France. France is one of the favorites to win the World Cup, and those young kids went in there and got a draw. They actually scored first.
All time in France played their full squad. We're not talking about playing like the full. I mean, talk about Mbappe,
Yes.
Griezmann, what's your boy's name at Chelsea? Giroud,
Kante.
Titi,
Yeah.
Kante. The whole full. It was supposed to be a send-off 5-0, 6-0, 7-0 game, but USA basically went there and played like Atletico Madrid.
Yep.
5-4-1. I don't play all that. Let's play open expansive 4-3-3. 3-5. They went there and just shut up shop, and they played hard. It was 1-0 till about 70 minutes, and then Mbappe scored one. It was 1-1, but it was a good performance that gives us hope. In fact, I wish that those kids were even the ones who go to the World Cup.
I mean,
At least they'll get a chance.
So right off the bat, I'm gonna go into it. Theo, I know you're gonna get on me. It's just a friendly, bro. Yes, I know it's a friendly, but I'm still proud of my boy. That's our World Cup. We're not playing in any game for the next 1 month, so let me enjoy.
Yeah.
If it was Ghanaians second team, they would have lost 8-0. So let me enjoy my boys.
If Ghana played 1-1 with France, still will be killing the cow for everybody.
Abi Adelema, thanks for joining. Theo, see you. Tokwe Bab, see you. Inka George, see you.
Tony
Thanks for joining.
Ojo Alao is saying, is that Pajay?
Yes,
Yes,
so,
sir.
Nami.
It's Pajay in flesh. You
Yes,
know,
so-
Pajay, did you get a chance to watch that game?
I didn't see the game, but I heard about it and I read about it. And I, of course, when US scored, I heard from you. Naturally, he was typing in all caps.
Yeah.
And I think that for US, I think missing the World Cup, clicking the restart button, I think is a chance for
With those
the
young
guys
boys.
to prove themselves. And sometimes that's
We don't even have a head coach right now. People don't know that. We don't have a head coach. That guy is just an interim.
Interim.
Yeah, and they've told him when he got the job that you're just an interim, you're not going to keep that job. So that he has nothing to lose. So he went and got the youngest, best players in.
Yeah, and the strategy is good because if you play against a team that you see their lineup and stuff, it's to play a game that's going to get you the result you need. So
Did you see the England-US Nigeria game though?
yes, I did.
What do you think?
Okay.
You have the jersey on, so tell us.
Okay. So, so I mean, not to make excuses, I think that Nigeria should have done better in the first half.
Okay.
For me, I think one of the things that Nigeria needs to work on is to stop being a second half team. One thing that I've noticed in these friendlies that we've been playing, even when we have won, we've come from behind.
Yeah.
So sometimes that's not going to work out in the World Cup. You can. So, but I think that also some starters were missing, and it's just kind of trying to get a feel and not do too much, because it's a friendly. A couple of guys probably had stage fright. A couple of guys did not play well, and that kind of affected the team. Yeah. But in the second half, they came back out and did something. So.
Well, the thing about
Carl, before you go,
Yeah.
I have to bring this up. You guys already taking strife at you yet? Already?
what's the guy's problem now?
Where did Pajay get that fake jersey from? Sorry, I just went to
Where did you get your fake accent from?
Hey! Go ahead, before it becomes a banter.
So I watched the best 20 minutes of Nigeria, and I watched the worst 20 minutes of Nigeria. I didn't watch in between. The first 20 minutes we were all over the whole shop. It was very difficult. We were all over the whole shop. But I watched second half where we changed our formation, went to a back three, I believe, and we're more composed. We kept possession. We looked better, and we seem to be growing. People think I don't like Nigeria. Trust me. Since I was a kid, I've loved Nigeria. My only fear, my only concern is just disappointment. I don't want to spend that emotional capital on supporting the team, and they don't even show up.
Yeah.
And then you're left disappointed. I mean, my neighbors will be asking me, my women will be asking me, Nigeria talented, what's going on? My problem is not Nigeria. I believe we should be fourth or top 8 all the time consistently.
I hear you. And people saying that we don't like Nigeria because we criticize them. Michael says bad first half.
We got the talent.
I'm sorry. Yeah, bad first half, good second half. Again, we want to thank Mr. Soji for joining in. Dylan, one of my players from PG. What's up, Dylan? Thank you for watching us. Come up with your World Cup prediction. I want to know, who do you think is going to win?
Ty, remember this?
Of course. That's from 4 years ago in Brazil.
Right?
In Brazil, yeah.
Ty and I went there. We got this. So we love Nigeria. We actually went there together.
As much as I love US, 4 years ago, we actually only went to Nigeria games. We went all over Brazil, followed Nigeria, and they broke our hearts.
Broke our hearts. Came back on the plane.
Say because but let me leave that alone.
Go ahead. This is a free country.
Your favorite coach
coach the team that broke your heart.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Hey,
But we'll get into that later.
yeah, we can get into it later. So, without further, I mean, there's so much to talk about.
Yeah.
Real quick, Carl, what do you think about the Brazil-Austria
I
game?
watched the Brazil-Austria game. The second half was much better than the first half. But that Neymar goal was just, was just world class. It was world class. The way he dribbled 2 or 3 defenders, and it was look.
Mute your mic. Sorry, somebody's audio is playing.
It's not me.
Producer, did you turn the volume off for the studio? Okay, there's a feedback somewhere. Okay, go ahead.
So, I think that most teams will sit back on the back 5 against Brazil. That's going to be the challenge, how they break the back 5. But if the teams try to open up and be expansive, they're going to get nailed.
Okay.
If France tries to play expansive against Brazil, they will get nailed. I don't see how Mendy or Sidibe is going to stop Neymar and Willian. Willian was completely, I don't know what entered that guy's head, man. The guy looks like he's on fire. He's taking on defenders. He's running past people. He's crossing. He's tracking back. Willian looks amazing.
Well, you know that Conte didn't play him much toward the end of the season, so he has energy.
Energy, yeah.
So
It looked really
I don't know. Austria, I expect them to blow them out. I don't think it really show for well for them. Then again,
the first 20 minutes was really tough. It was really hard because Austria was actually marking them.
Yeah,
tight.
that's what I'm saying.
Putting pressure. They almost scored a couple of times.
so
And Austria beat Germany last week.
yeah.
So they're not a bad team. Mark Arnautovic is also there. So they're not a bad team.
So-
And your boy, David Alaba, is there as well.
So before we get into the gist of the whole thing, Justin Eze, one of the brilliant Nigerian fans, follow Nigeria and has a couple books out there. Mr. Justin, when you call in, talk to us about your books about Nigeria. He's a big fan. You think Michael's a huge fan of Nigeria? Justin is a huge fan of Nigerian football. Yomi Ogumokun, Fast Eddie,
Happy
my high
birthday.
school teammate. What up, bro?
Happy birthday, Yomi.
Oh yeah, Yomi, hey, happy birthday.
See, Chooks and Wosu was there too.
Yeah, call out, look baby. So now let's get into the gist of it, right? Okay. So what we did is everybody on the panel picked their pick for the World Cup.
Right.
Who they think is gonna win.
Right.
Who wants to be brave enough to show their own first?
Pajay is guest of honor, so let him.
Okay.
let
So
him
producer, if you can upload Pajay's
Let him
pick.
defend his.
I will defend it. I will defend it.
The line said Brazil is too good. Okay, if you said so. So are you picking Dylan? Are you picking Brazil to win it? So while the producer is working on and showing you guys, we want to be able to show you guys everybody's pick, and everybody have to defend their own, including myself. I know a lot of you guys are going to be surprised who I pick. I myself am kind of surprised, but after sitting down last night and analyzing everything, that's the best.
Well,
option for me.
while we're waiting for the producer, we'll talk about the groups, right? What we see from the groups, who's going to top the groups, right?
Yeah.
That Group A now, for example, Group A, we have Uruguay, Egypt, Russia, and Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
I picked Uruguay to be number 1 and Egypt to number 2. I don't see Russia or Saudi Arabia getting through. What do you guys think?
In Group A, right? I also had Uruguay and Egypt.
So right now, if you're looking on the screen, Pajay's picks are up.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Right?
There we go.
So for the first ground, Pajay, you want me to tell you them or I can tell you. You can look at my screen.
Yes.
So
Okay.
Pajay's got Portugal and Uruguay coming out of that group, first group. Right?
Yes.
And then from the second group, he's got France and Nigeria. Okay.
Well, this is the round of 16.
Oh, round of 16.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
My apologies, guys. We're only showing from the round of 16s.
Right.
Yeah. So we just want, because there's a lot, we only have but so much time.
Right.
So we're going to go from the round of 16s.
Right.
Okay.
Going to the round of 16, you have Uruguay, Portugal, Nigeria, France, Brazil, Mexico, Belgium, Senegal, Spain, Egypt, Croatia, Denmark, Germany, Switzerland. Now going into the the quarterfinals.
There's one more, England and somebody else at the bottom.
So here, this is where I start having question for you. Do you think Nigeria is actually going to make it to the quarterfinals?
Well, here's the thing. Nigeria is extremely unpredictable. Okay. So, for me, I'm not. The predictions are not necessarily based on whether or not I think we are better than those teams. But this is the first collection of players that since 1994 that nobody can question whether those players deserve to be on the team. Between 98 and last time, there's always questions about why did the coach pick this team? Some guys are injured, some guys are enveloped, whatever. But this team was picked on merit.
Okay.
I honestly believe that the team is going to qualify out of the group. Now,
beating anything. There's only 3 teams that I think that Nigeria, I can confidently say that Nigeria probably will not be able to beat: Brazil, Germany, and Spain.
Okay.
Anybody else is up for grabs.
So, while you're saying that, Kyle, look at this pic. I want you to walk backwards. He's got Brazil winning it all. Right? That's something that Delon was saying. But somebody on Facebook, I won't say his name, Theo, says, Tajay, you are drunk.
And he's high.
Justice says, shout out to Pajay and Ty. Oh, thank you, bro. Kyle, what do you think? Pajay has, I'm going to skip it. Let's skip it to the semifinals. He's got Nigeria, Brazil, Spain, and England. Do you think he's drunk or high? Or you agree with his picks?
I see no justification for Nigeria being passed. I don't think they won't qualify for the round of 16, to be honest with you. That's my own opinion. I just don't. I haven't seen anything that convinces me. I hope they do.
Okay. Don't worry, we're going to show your own pick soon.
But I don't. I mean, England, Spain, maybe perhaps,
And the reason I picked
England, Spain,
to,
perhaps
to beat Spain is because Spain doesn't have Iniesta. If you look at the cross of Spain,
Iniesta's playing.
Iniesta is.
Yeah, he's there.
I thought he retired.
No. He's retired from Barcelona, but he's there.
Oh, he's there.
Yeah, he's there.
Can I undo this?
This is submitted to FIFA. See?
I thought the guy retired.
He retired from Barcelona, but he's playing.
See, now people are saying you are drunk and high.
No, I'm just old. It's old age.
Hi, the producer, you can take away Pajay's pick while we wrap it up and load cards.
But
you want to go first?
But I do agree with Pajay about that England may beat Germany. I just think that there's something about our German team is not, for me, not up to it. Not like last year.
Okay.
They have some issues.
And they're older.
They're not.
I agree in a sense. But I don't think England will make it to the final.
I do believe that if Portugal and Nigeria meet, somehow Nigeria can get that game. I just feel like that's the case.
Okay.
If we get to the quarterfinal stage, Nigeria can go all the way.
All right. So while you're watching, for those that are watching at home, thank you guys for watching. Grace Power, thank you for logging. Shayi Hopewell. Yeah. Thank you guys for logging in. While you guys are watching, we just loaded Kyle's picks.
The reason why I back Pajay in terms of make sure if Nigeria gets to the quarterfinal, we go all the way is because Nigeria is a confidence team. If we get out of the group and we do well, we get to quarterfinals and we do well. If we get to that semi-final, Nadayo, those boys will do whatever. Nigeria is a confidence. We have the talent. Our problem is just our mentality.
Okay. So while you're watching, please feel free to share the video. So here's Kyle's picks.
My own pick.
All right, I'm going to do the same thing we did for Pajay. And Pajay, get ready to criticize it. I don't know if you've seen it, but here, I can share my screen with you.
Okay.
He has almost the same thing you have as far as the round of 16, Portugal, Uruguay, except it's out of Nigeria. Kyle doesn't even have Nigeria in the round of 16.
I don't. I mean, because again, I just feel like our issue is going to be getting through that group. If we get through that group, then we can perform. That's the issue.
And I think you have an argument.
Kyle, somebody is making a comment of you not having a Johnny around the system. Said, Kyle, you will live long. Go ahead, Pajay. What do you have to say to
that? Is that Ghanaian?
Of course, it's Theo.
Where is Ghana in the World Cup?
Oh, he just gave you a compliment and you just killed him.
They're watching on big screen.
It's like jollof rice now. Better.
Jesus.
I mean, I think that you have a point. As far as the Nigerian team, because I still stand by the fact that they're unpredictable. Now, what I think could push Nigeria right now is the fact that this is the best squad. And if the guys somehow, because qualifying is 3 matches, so it could be 1 win and 2.
Okay, so he doesn't have Nigeria can even make it to the round of 16.
To your point exactly about the second half performance, why is the second half performance better than the first half? Because of confidence.
Well, confidence plus some of these guys. One thing also to take note is the fact that a few of these guys just joined the team like 6 to 8 months ago. So there's still a gelling issue going on. And the guys that joined replaced guys that were inferior. So there's still, remember even the 94 team, they were together for at least minimum of 3 years, possibly 5 years. So if we keep this team together, we're gonna be fine.
So here's another pick that stick out to me in your prediction card.
Yeah.
You have Argentina meeting France, and you're picking Argentina over France.
I will.
Why?
Because for me, that French coach is not good enough.
Okay.
It's not good enough. He has a fantastic squad. I mean, how do you get to Euro finals in France, in Paris, without squad and lose to Portugal?
Okay.
For me, that's the issue. How do you play USA 1-1 at home, final game? There's something not right with Deschamps.
Another thing I noticed about your selection, though, it seems like you are not picking any upset. You have all the big teams. I won't call Portugal a big team, but Ronaldo factor is there.
Well,
in your semifinal. Look at your semifinal. You have Portugal, Brazil, Spain, and Germany.
Yeah, I don't see Croatia overcoming Portugal. I think the experience and European champions will help them get there.
Okay.
Brazil, Belgium. Again, my problem with Martinez. Again, the coach. I mean, even in Belgium, they have issues with him right now. They're not convinced that he's done enough. Even in qualifying, they have weak teams. They are friendly that with weak teams. I just think Brazil will have too much for Belgium. I think it'll be tight.
Pajay.
But Spain, Argentina.
Yeah.
Right? I think Spain will get it over Argentina.
Okay. Now, Kyle has Spain beating Argentina. And then he has Spain meeting Germany and picked Spain over Germany. Do you agree or disagree?
Now that you said that Iniesta is playing, and Yinka, I heard you.
Oh, we're coming to the comments.
Spain.
Yeah, I think Spain. You know, the Spain over Germany, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's just something a little off about Germany right now. Somehow the machine is not well oiled. Okay. So I think that plus with Iniesta and you have Costa who's going to blow the crap out of anybody.
So I mean, one thing that you guys have in common, you have Brazil winning the World Cup.
They're too deep.
I disagree, and the reason why I disagree, I know a lot of people are going to pick me. Why I'm explaining my disagreement, producer, if you can just upload my pick so that I can. I know you guys are going to murder me, and it's okay.
No,
I'm a big boy.
Everybody has their opinion.
So the reason why I think Brazil is not going to win it is because of the reason why a lot of people are picking them to win it. It's because of Neymar. I think Neymar.
I didn't pick out Neymar.
Okay, well, most people. I think Neymar, it's not big enough, or it's a talented player, right? No doubt. But I don't think Neymar can take Brazil over that hump because it's very selfish. It's not a leader. You need a leader that's going to help you in every World Cup. Neymar is not it.
Yeah, for me, I didn't pick Brazil because of Neymar. In fact, I picked him absence of. I think they're a well-balanced team. If Neymar doesn't play, Coutinho can play left. Yeah, they're a well-balanced team.
I think there's several reasons. Number one, they have easily top 3 best goalkeeper in the world. They did not have the last 4 World Cup.
I have some issues with Alisson.
They have, and last World Cup, remember, whatever that coach is, I need to go and I need to send.
Dunga.
Yeah, was it Dunga? No, or
Dunga.
Anyway, we need to send like Benin witches to him, picking Joe
and Fred. The old Fred.
Pajay, let's walk mine backwards. Okay. My selection to win it is Belgium. What do you think? Am I high or am I drunk?
Well, a little bit.
You're both, man.
Because who is Belgium beating to get there?
Germany.
You're gonna beat France.
I have Germany and Belgium.
They're beating Brazil
in the.
I don't see Belgium
in the quarterfinals. I don't see it.
Okay.
I don't see Belgium because Brazil, number one, they have what's that? That you guys, they have Jesus.
No, but for me, they have Firmino. See, people look at Gabriel Jesus as the Firmino actually works harder because he falls in those pockets and lacing. Once the guy comes into the game, he changes the whole game.
Right, and look at their bench.
Okay, so let me explain myself. The reason why I picked Belgium, what I did last night was actually I went and looked at every team. I look at the players, I look at who was selected, and after looking at it, hits or misses. World Cup is a month-long tournament. Mm-hmm. It's a tournament that you can't afford to make mistakes. Mm-hmm. You can't afford to have a mental lap in any game. Once you get out of the group stages, you can't afford anything to go wrong. Belgium is a very young, talented team, and I think they're not going to be as mistake-prone as they were in Brazil. In the sense that if you look at it from the back to the front, the goalkeeper is outstanding. Courtois needs to get himself together a little bit in some games in the club level, but internationally he's always come out. Look at their back four, superstars. Look at their midfielder, Hazard, Dembele. I mean, you take a pick. The midfield is solid. Up front, they have Lukaku. He can play his back to goal. If Lukaku is acting up, you have Batman, Batshuayi that's coming in.
You're basing your argument on the fact that their Premier League form is going to carry into the international form. No, I think other teams have better players. In Real Madrid, in Barcelona, in other teams, in Atletico Madrid.
Spain have better players, but my problem with Spain is Spain is in a month tournament, in this month tournament, right? When Spain was dominating the world, when they won the Euro, won the World Cup and all that stuff, their style was so unique. That tiki-taka style that nobody else can do.
It's coming back.
It's coming back, but right now,
I think
it's going to be too slow for a month tournament.
No, I watched the game against the one they played against Spain, against whatever country it was that they played, Switzerland or so last week. They struggled, but they got through. They found a way. Those young boys came on and got through.
So, Kyle, Theo said he will pray for you tonight that you are spot on. So don't abuse him anymore. You got George say, Ty, you're the man. What's obviously.
But I do agree with you. If France played Belgium in the semis, Belgium are going through. That one I guarantee.
Now, let me piss my Nigerian people off. The reason why I don't have Nigeria going past the group of 16, and like I said, is because I don't think we have the team. We're going to come out of the group. We're going to escape the group.
You think so?
Yeah.
Who's going to drop?
Argentina is going to come first. Nigeria is going to come second. I think Croatia, if we're going to win the game against Croatia, we're going to more than likely beat Iceland.
The first game is going to be critical.
The first game against Croatia is going to be critical. That's the biggest game that is to win, you know. So that's my reason. I think we're going to come out of the group, but we're going to meet France. And when we meet France, we're done. I don't see us beating France.
I really think France is beatable. Because for me...
Nigeria to beat them?
We beat them before now. Okay, now friendly, but
that's the same thing you guys will say about USA. You only beat a team in friendly, you don't beat them in World Cup. This is a World Cup tournament.
Here's the thing. I'm not saying we definitely, but
Michael, we will top the group.
and the reason is because some of these games, if you go back in the World Cup history with Nigeria, a lot of the big teams we have beaten was not because we were better. Number one, we took our chances and we were lucky. And that could happen.
So here's my biggest grind against Nigeria. Before we go too far, I want to talk about our sponsors tonight before I forget. And we want to talk about Wave. Wave, thank you for sponsoring the show. For those of you that don't know about Wave, if you haven't download the app. It's on the Apple Play, it's on the Google Store. There is a wire transferring money. It's free. Today, for this special, if you use the code Nigeria the first time you do it, you can transfer $5 to anybody just to test it out. It's a free test with no stress, and that's brought to you by ABL. Instead of typing ABL, type Niger, Niaja. You can use it to transfer money to Ghana, Nigeria, Uganda. I think there's one more country I'm drawing a blank right now. So Wave. And it's also brought to you by starting out with CY. It's a comedy show, September 2nd. My American Adventure. So thank you guys for sponsoring the show.
We got a few comments coming in. Yika George says that Atai, you won't be allowed in Nigeria again. Like David's Paje is drunk again. What's wrong? You guys leave Paje alone.
He thinks he's speaking Spain. He's speaking Spain to win. He thinks it's Real Madrid.
Yeah, Michael says says that Nigeria can beat any team in the world. Maybe they're the C team. Sorry, Paje.
So we're going to open up the line right now. We've gone through our picks. If you want to
If
call
Nigeria
in,
gets to that quarterfinal, we're going all the way.
but you don't have them in the quarterfinal.
I don't have that.
Okay, I just want to make that point. To reach us, if you want to call in, please. The number is right on your screen, 202-681-0389. That's 202-681-0389. Feel free to come in. Now we want to get everybody's prediction. Who do you think is going to win the World Cup and why? You can call in real quick and tell us, or you can just type it and we'll read it to the whole world. I have Belgium, my two
Brazil.
co-hosts in the studio pick Brazil, so we'll see. Now, remember, we have the competition going on. I'm going to post the link in a few. You can log in, do your own predictions, and if you win, you get a jersey of your choice from ABL, or if you want the ABL Adidas jersey, we have that for you too. Whatever jersey you want of your choice, you can have it. If you want the Nigeria jersey, hey, we'll get it for you. Spain, it doesn't matter. So here's the question, Pache.
Yeah.
This is what I asked. The reason why I can't pick Nigeria past the group of 16 is two reasons.
Okay.
Number one reason, our goalkeeper sucks. He said he's 19, but he's fundamentally flawed. And I know people are going to kill me for saying our goalkeeper sucks. I think the guy is not ready. I've seen some fundamental flaws in him. And if you look at the friendly game that we played, he's letting ball that's coming directly to him go under him. Did you see that goal?
I saw that goal.
Okay, that's part of the problem I have. Number two, here's a question for you two on the panel.
Yes, sir.
Who's the face of Nigeria team right now? Who's the best player that we have? Tell me why.
Right now, the pick will be. I guess that's
why.
I don't know. I guess he plays for
Why?
Arsenal.
Why?
The best footballer we have, as far as the most talented footballer we have, is Mikel. Because Mikel is the most intelligent footballer we have.
I would agree with that.
And on any given day, he's intelligent enough to dictate the play of Nigeria. Remember, let me take you back to Confederation Cup under Keshi, 2013 or so. You know, when we played Spain. Before that game, everybody said it's going to be Spain 10-0. When Mikel took over.
Baje, you don't have to tell me.
No, here's the question for you.
I watched under 20 World Cup final. Nigeria, Argentina. That's where I found out John Mikel Lupino. This guy was on par with Lionel Messi. There's no shaking. I think the game was 2-1 at the end of the day.
So
was dictating the play for us.
So can I ask you a question?
Right.
How long ago was that?
Oh, that was a long time ago.
Okay. How long ago was that?
Well, that's why I said.
And where was Mikel playing then?
He was playing as an advanced.
No.
midfielder.
What league? Like what country?
It was.
He was in Switzerland.
Was he
before he came to EPL?
Okay.
No.
was in
You're talking
EPL,
about
yeah.
the game against Spain that you're talking about. He was already in EPL.
He was
then.
in Chelsea. Yes.
Yes. Now where is he now?
He's in China.
Okay.
But guess what?
It's not the same Mikel. That's what I'm trying to
That's
tell.
another problem.
No.
If you ask me, right?
Where's the Gallo?
Okay, I'm gonna let you answer
Where's
the
the
question,
Gallo?
and I will tell you.
Where's the guy?
I will tell you, and I will tell you my answer to that question.
Okay. The reason why I said sometimes it doesn't matter because when it comes to the World Cup when it came to the World Cup qualifier, guess what? Where was Mahrez playing? We pocketed. Algeria was supposed to be one of the favorites for that World Cup qualifier.
Sorry, we have a caller
coming in.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure you turn on the volume for the phone. Thank you, caller, for calling in. Who's speaking?
Oh, so many comments.
I did George.
Where are you calling from, bro?
Click.
I'm calling from USC. Up on Marlboro. I'm not
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. How you doing? Hi to all the guys in the studio. My main mind car. I see Pa J with his nice jersey representing Nigeria. Anyway, I'm talking on the phone. 1 second. Anyway, so yeah, I want to tell you about my prediction.
Okay.
I predict that Belgium is going to win it all for the same reason I'm guessing you picked them. I feel like that's a complete team. I think the knock against them is that everybody keeps saying that, well, they're individual stars, they haven't played together. Yes, that's all fine and dandy, but they played together last year. I mean, the last World Cup, pretty much all these guys played together. So this is their second go-around, learning again. And I feel like they have all the individual talents with how brilliant they performed in their respective leagues. I think Kevin De Bruyne and Hazard and Martin can carry that front line with Lukaku manning that 9 position. I think these guys will do well. And if Company is healthy, their back three is one of the strongest. Like, you can't deny that team.
And
So
I
I
agree
see
with
them.
you.
I mean, you do have a point. I mean,
The whole
Carrasco
team-
Carrasco is there. Witzel is there. They have some good players.
The whole
My
team-
issue is just with the coach. If you had a serious coach with them, it's a blowout. But that coach, for me, Martinez, I
The
don't know.
whole team has got a whole World Cup underneath their belt as an experience. Don't forget that.
A lot of teams had that.
Yeah,
on
anyway,
their-
that
a
was
lot-
my
a lot of teams
comments.
had
I don't
that
want to
too.
take too much of your time.
Thank you, sir. I really appreciate you calling in. Not because you got my back, but I appreciate you for calling in. Unlike Theo, that wants to murder me.
I like
Theo.
your jersey, by the way.
Thank you. All you gotta do is to win it. We just posted the link for you to register with FIFA
we got
to do
some
your own
comments,
picks. Go ahead, Carl. Sorry.
Theo, you said Hazard is injured. Who is that rumor? Or is that?
Well, if not,
No.
Huh?
He played today. He had a slight injury. Somebody stepped on him, but it's not something serious.
Theo is using a dial-up for the internet. That's why he's behind.
Yeah, they say get rid of your dial-up.
So you guys, I mean, tell us your picks now. We don't see any of your predictions. We know Yinka wants Spain. Ade wants Belgium.
I know DeLon said he wanted Brazil.
Right. Theo is looking at Brazil.
Mr. Justin Asa said Mikel is the face of Nigeria.
Yeah.
This is the problem I have with that. Mikel is just not. Anyway, my face of Nigeria should be Victor Moses, but we have a caller.
That's a good point, though. Forgot about him.
Thank you guys for calling. Who's calling in?
Oh, yeah, this is Tolu calling from Upper Marlboro.
Upper Marlboro again. How you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm fine to follow the person.
Oh, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Yeah.
So tell us your pick now. What's your pick for Nigeria?
For the World Cup.
I mean, for the World Cup. What's your pick for the World Cup?
Yeah. What's my what?
Your pick for the World Cup.
Oh, my pick. Actually, I'm going for Germany.
Why?
Yeah, because, just like the last World Cup, Germany is a team. They are not a collection of individual stars like Belgium. I think I posted on Facebook, on your page, that at the World Cup, for you to win it, you have to play together as a team. And I've not seen anything different from what they did at the last World Cup. And also, I think you guys, I don't know whether you guys discussed about the fracas in camp. For the Nigerians, the Onazi versus Mikel group.
Tell us a little about it. Tell the people about it.
What happened?
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, I know about it, but I wanted to just, in like 1 minute, real quick, tell the people about it.
I mean, it seems as if Onazi is not happy that, they took the assistant captain ban from him. So now they say that if Mikel is coming out, they have to give the captainship back to whoever is the most senior in the team. Because usually it's supposed to go to the assistants.
Yeah.
But now they're taking the, I guess the coach has made a decision, and I'm sure the team Onazi camp is not going to be happy about it. That's just what I have to say.
So do you think that's a distraction?
It is. Remember France '98 when we were supposed to beat Denmark?
Oh, that broke my heart. Oh, that broke my heart.
Okay.
Thank you very much for calling. We have another caller.
That game,
I'm doing your program.
Thank you.
That game completely broke me. I'm like, why are these people talking about Brazil when we haven't played Denmark yet? 4-0.
Yeah. So let me read a couple comments, Pajay, before you go with your comment. Mr. Justin Eze said Brazil will win it all. Belgium won't win anything. Damilola Otulelu, what's up, bro? Thank you for joining in. Michael Oboleze says it's not a distraction. Tayi will love to hear bad news about Nigeria. No, I don't. I'm just not gullible for it. Go ahead, Pajay, before we pick up this caller.
Okay, as far as the 98 World Cup, I just say that there was a lot of flaws before the World Cup, and those flaws were exposed by Denmark because a lot of players, like I said, that team was not picked on merit.
But Croatia that we played is very similar to Denmark. You know that, right?
Right, but this team is more serious. This team was picked on merit, not just on envelope or who's that who.
Yeah. Thank you, caller. Who's calling?
This is Olayinka.
Click.
Pajay is telling me to hang up quick.
Which Olayinka is this?
This is
the one from Togo.
The real Madrid fan.
Togolese guy.
What up, bro? So tell us real quick, man. What's your pick and why?
Definitely, Spain is gonna win it all.
You think it's Real Madrid? It's not Real Madrid that is going to be. Real Madrid is a club.
It's gonna be a Spain-France final.
Lie.
Why did you say that?
Yeah, I mean, Spain is the most balanced team in the World Cup. I mean, consider the fact that majority of their players play in Spain, so you can't beat that. Compared to every other team that has players scattered all over the world, they are in sync right now.
Okay, so that's your only reason.
So,
yeah, that's a good point.
Are you kidding me?
Let me ask you this though.
You want your team to be synced, right?
No,
they have a team that's synced. So no team is as synced as Spain. So why would you expect any other team to win?
Okay. But Ronaldo plays for Portugal, I'm sure you know.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Spain has the youngest team out there. If you take out
Nigeria does actually.
Sergio Ramos and a couple of other players.
Pajay, I watched Portugal play 2 days ago. They looked very good, man. They looked.
That's
good.
Fine. That's fine.
I'm not saying they're gonna beat, but they looked really good.
Here's my question for you though. Why do you pick France to be in the final?
What a World Cup, man.
You say that again.
Why did you pick France to be in the World Cup in the final? But I'm in the studio. I can't be breaking up.
France just like there are 3 teams like France in the World Cup. I mean, there are 2 other teams like France in this year's World Cup. Okay. Brazil and Belgium. They have all the stars in the team. But if you ask me, France has the most balanced team out of those 3.
Okay. So before you go, I have one more question for you. Mm-hmm. Where do you think Nigerian game ends in the tournament? How far do you think Nigeria will go?
Yeah, they're gonna get into the second round. They will be second behind Argentina, no doubt. But outside that, the only reason why they're probably not going to go further than that is because of all the other distractions that the Nigeria team is known for. So if they are disciplined, maybe they might be able to get out of the second round. But other than that, I don't see them going past the second round.
So Theo says that Modric will turn you guys into suya.
Thanks for calling, man.
All right, no problem, bro. Pajay, stay off that thing, okay?
I can't.
Pajay, what would be what's your best starting level for Nigeria?
My what?
The starting level. What would be your starting level for Nigeria?
Actually, Michael calling. That's my question for you. I want to hear about your starting level for the Nigeria team. But go ahead, Pajay.
My starting level for Nigeria, the keeper you don't like, Ozoho, he's the best we have. Enyama, unfortunately, retired, from international team.
Before you go, hold on, hold that thought. Michael is calling right on cue.
Okay.
All right, Michael, thank you. I don't worry, I have your number set, so I know it's you.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. This is Michael calling from Elkridge, Maryland.
Yes, sir.
I first and foremost, I want to address the negativity of a lot of Nigerians.
Okay.
Because Nigerians are acting like women who got jilted by a man, and they don't want to talk to any other man because they were jilted the last time.
Okay.
Few things about Nigeria. Nigeria has the youngest team in the World Cup. Nigeria won bronze in the last Olympics, and many of these guys are still together. We have a very good coach, a guy that I consider really good even up until the last game where he changed things up by changing specific players and causing an amazing turnaround in the way the team was playing in the first half. Additionally, this is one of the first times Nigeria has ever gone to a World Cup without any issues of payment. The logistics was awesome. Nigeria, between November and now, has played almost 6 warm-up games. So everything going into this team, and then all this talk of disruption in the team, that's nonsense. Nothing is going on. If you have a bunch of brothers together, something is going to happen. Okay, so it doesn't matter that anything is there's nothing going on. So me, I take Nigeria to get to the semifinals. I'm all Nigeria. I don't care who else wins.
Okay.
In fact, and I don't even care if Nigeria wins one game or not. I think that Nigeria is on a promising path, and people should learn to support their own when it's time to support
So Michael, before you go any further, Mr. Benga Ajayi, thank you for joining us. Just posted a comment, so you know it's not me. You can read it yourself. He said if they take out Mikel, they will go places because Mikel is just like a short one. What do you have to say to that?
I disagree. And in the formation that I shared with the group on WhatsApp.
Yeah. So what's your formation? What's your formation?
It will be 3-5-2. Yeah.
Okay.
So I said Iwobi and Mikel are kind of similar. It's just that Iwobi is faster and younger and more adventurous. Mikel is very intelligent. I don't agree with playing. If I were the coach, I would not play them together in the field at the same time. I would start with Iwobi and then bring in Mikel to control the game. One of the biggest things that Mikel does is control the game. He's not the guy who's going to take the ball and go run from all the way from the back and score, but he can control the pace of the game and help us hold possession of the ball.
So who's your starting 11?
Sorry, he could in the past.
My starting 11 is...
But he's been in China for 6 months.
Uzoho in the back.
Okay.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Uzoho in the back. Mm-hmm. My defense is a new revelation that was a defensive midfielder, John Ogun, Ekong Trust, and Balogu, in the back. In front of them, I will play Etobo, Ndidi, and then Mikel at the top of them. And on the right and left, I will play as right wing back Tyrone Ebuehi. I will play on the left Victor Moses. Up front, I will play Kelechi. So I will start with. I'll start with Iwobi instead of Mikel, and then up top I'll play.
I was about to get on you about that, but okay, go ahead. You saved yourself because I was about to say you contradicted yourself. But
and Igalo.
Okay, so Kyle was saying something. Kyle, go ahead.
Well, a couple of things. I mean, first of all, Igalo plays in China. I don't think he's had top flight football for a long time. And then Mikel of those days, control, but not the speed and the power and play of the game today. If Nigeria plays Spain for any or France, we're going to get run over completely. Look at England in the first half, right? Until the coach changed the 3-5-2, we were basically bamboozled to the point where 2 defenders collided in the penalty box. So I mean,
Michael, thank you very much.
Much as I and again, let's be clear. The fact that we all love Nigeria, we all want Nigeria to succeed.
Yeah.
But I would not put false hope on a team that hasn't proved to me that they're able to do it. I said before that if they get to the quarterfinal or the round of 16, great. That's exceeding my expectation. But for me, the proof is in the pudding. I spent how much thousand last time we went to Brazil go and watch, and came back with a scarf. You know, I'm not ready for that at this point in time. So that's my own.
Ajay, what you say?
My lineup 4-3-3. Uzoho, keeper.
You want to play 4-3-3?
Yeah, right back, Eboehi. I'll tell you why. Right back, Eboehi. Two mates, Ekong and Leon. On the left, I'm in between Idowu and Echie Ejile, but I think I'm going with Idowu. I think Awaziem is better, but it's not starting. To plot that midfield, Ugo, Mikel, and Ndidi. And then Victor Moses, Igalo, and Iwobi in the front. I'll tell you why Iwobi would never replace Mikel. Number one, he doesn't have the experience at this level in the World Cup. Number two, he doesn't read the game as well. Mikel is a DM, static DM in the frame of Makelele. So Ugo and Ndidi can do all the dirty work. Mikel just has to keep the flow of the game and read and just nullify any kind of offensive problem. Now we need Victor Moses and Iwobi to be on point, because Iwobi is going to be on the, if it can be on playing 11, cutting with the right foot. Victor Moses where he normally plays, and they can interchange. Igalo, all this one about playing in China. When
you put Kelechi instead of Iwobi of Igalo up front.
Yeah, because Igalo is the natural 9.
Okay.
Kelechi is more like a support striker, but very intelligent. He's
more like,
striker.
More like a 10.
So when we run them ragged, then we can bring in. I know you're going to shoot me down. We can bring in Ahmed Musa with speed, and we can bring in Kelechi to further. So there are things that can happen, but these things have to.
I mean, again, don't get me wrong, Ty.
In a way,
I love Nigeria. I'm just gun shy about.
No, I agree with you. Here's the thing: is in a way I kind of agree with Paji. If I was coaching Nigeria team right now, I would actually play 4-3-3, and the reason is you have to play. I believe tactically you have to play to the players' ability, right? To the players' strengths, and I think 4-3-3 will be the best for us, because you can have up front you have Igalo who's can play with his back to goal and turn and hold the ball a little bit. Same thing with Kelechi, and then you have Moses, that's what he does. He's a wing back. Now they've turned him into a wing back, and you have Mikel can sit in as a holding, as a defensive mid, and you have those two young guys. So I agree with you as far as the formation, and I kind of agree with you mostly as far as the player that you selected. But my issue with what Mike is saying, Michael, I'm sorry, Mikel is not the same Mikel that we used to have. You can't play in a crappy, slower league and thinking, oh, I'm going to turn it on for a month. What's going to happen is the moment you decide to turn it on, because you want to turn on, you're going to get injured. And that's why a lot of times you see players that play from lower league go to the World Cup and get injured, or go into any tournament and get injured, because now you're trying to do more than what your body is used to. That's just my own opinion. You can agree to disagree. Real quick, before you move on, Kyle, let me just read some of the comments. Justin Eze, a midfield without Mikel will go nowhere. I kind of agree with you. As long as Mikel plays discipline and play middle. Theo says Mikel is not the same. I agree with you too. But if he plays defensive mid, he doesn't have to do much. Mr. Benga Ajayi, I missed that comment.
If you take Mikel out, they will go.
No, it says we meet Modric Rakitic. What his demands talking about? I think that's a response to you, Michael. What are you talking about? Kola Omale, thank you for calling, for joining us, bro. Thank you very much, Mikel. I completely agree with you.
Michael said, where did Iceland players play? They play in Iceland. They're quite good.
Those guys are good.
They are good.
One thing that you guys don't understand about Iceland is
discipline.
Their passion is sick.
Yeah.
The whole country is like 300,000, and they all come together. If you want to rob the whole country of Iceland, go rob them during the World Cup game.
So you got to remember, these guys beat England in the Euro 2016, and they qualified for the World Cup for the first time.
Yes.
They're not mugs.
England and Peru are going to be dark horses because they haven't been here for a while.
Watch out for Peru.
They haven't been here.
Peru hasn't lost a game in like 12 or 13 matches.
Yeah. Olayinka Davis.
What about Senegal, Ty?
I think I have Senegal coming out of their group, which I think they're going to come out of their group.
Senegal, Poland.
Because their group is weak.
Yeah, they're weak.
Who's in that group again?
Senegal, Poland, Colombia, and Japan. So Japan, that one is...
Japan is done.
Poland, Lewandowski, and all those boys.
Lewandowski is going to have a good World Cup, but I don't think they're going to go that far.
Colombia
is a freaking animal.
Senegal.
So Senegal and Colombia are coming out of that group.
Yeah.
And Senegal is going to lose in the next round. Now, I want to switch the topic a little bit. Who do you think is going to be a dark horse? A team that we don't expect is going to go far, but they're going to surprise everybody.
Yeah. Wow, that's a good question.
For me, I think it's Peru. Right? And the reason being is these guys are hungry.
I would agree with you.
The competition to come out of South America is very, very tough. It's like a 1.5 to 2 years tournament to qualify, and they beat a lot of people to get here. They haven't been here in like almost 19 years.
Don't be surprised if Peru top their group.
They beat Chile to qualify for the World Cup.
Their group, Denmark, France, and Australia.
So Denmark, France, Australia. That's huge.
Peru's group.
I think Peru is going to make it out of that group. Of course, they're not going to go to the semifinal, but I think for me, that's the dark horse because people don't know too much about them. They haven't been to the World Cup in a while.
I think the team that could probably surprise people a little bit is probably Switzerland, and I'll tell you why.
Yes, a good point, too.
Switzerland is a country that they take from everywhere.
Yeah.
You can play with people, Pali. So that's been going on since, I don't know, that time when Nigeria hosted the Under-17 World Cup, I think it was 2009 or whatever it was, that all those kids, maybe 2 had Swiss names.
Yeah.
There was one Nigerian there. I mean, so they tend to open the doors to, a lot of different nationalities.
Yeah. For me, the thing I'm willing to the thing I want to watch is Sweden. They're not taking Zlatan, which I think is a big mistake. But I want to see why they're not taking.
Sweden knocked out Italy.
I understand. That's why I say I want to watch that game. It's going to be very, very interesting.
What about Denmark and our boy Eriksson? These guys are not bad.
There's no bad team in the World Cup, but look at the competition they play. Nicola, thank you for joining. Michael says Iceland, so I guess that's your dark horse.
Yinka says Iceland.
And that's a good pick too.
Yinka says Iceland.
Sorry, Yinka George. Yinka just says Iceland. Michael Bodese says Nigeria is your dark horse. Nigeria is your everything. We know. Senegal is a red card waiting to happen. Wow.
Yeah, they're very hard.
You know who we haven't talked about?
They're very hard.
You know what I'm talking about?
Who?
Egypt. Mohamed Salah. How far do you think they will go?
They're like a 2-man team.
True.
El Neni and Salah.
Because everybody, Gas is now relegated. Like 3 or 4 players have been relegated.
Who's in their group?
They have Uruguay, Russia, Saudi Arabia. They'll get through to round of 16. But then at that point, when they get to round of 16, they're probably going to play. Who are they going to play?
Yeah, I have them coming out of the group.
Yeah.
But then again, the fact, because for one, I mean, that whole, most of their players playing at home, they have the cohesiveness. It works in the Nations Cup because you're playing against African competition. But when it comes to the World Cup, it might get them, a few games here, but I don't think it's going to get them that far. Because
I'll tell you a dark horse, Morocco. Morocco have a very, very difficult team. And they have that coach, Renard, who has coached different teams as well.
Yeah, the white, I forgot his name.
Why did we get that coach, man? Why did we get that coach?
Oh, I don't know.
That guy knows anybody.
Politics. Because that guy knows Africa.
He knows.
He's coached like 3 or 4 teams.
Yeah.
Zambia.
Yeah.
He coached Zambia to
they won the Nations Cup.
He coached Senegal.
Cote d'Ivoire.
Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
No, Nigeria, they probably couldn't work out a deal with him. So, real quick before we move on again, we want to thank our sponsor, Wave.com. Remember, you want to send money to Africa. Wave is the choice, is the best way. If you log into the app and you type in Nigeria as a promotion code, ABL will give you $5 that you can send to anybody in Nigeria just to test it. It's free. You don't have to put your account information in. Wave is $5 for that. After that, if you like it, feel free to use it. Starting out with CY, my American journey or my American tour. So, look out for that September 2nd. The show is coming up. Yep. Yinka George, I guess they say Morocco ain't going nowhere or Egypt. I think it's in Egypt.
The funny thing about this whole World Cup is we're really blessed to be able to watch every 4 years this World Cup. Because some people are not alive to watch this, man. Some people are gone.
This is the best time in football right now.
This is it. The next month is amazing.
I was telling my coworker, I said, we're watching some of the craziest things we've never seen that people want to see. Yeah. If you watch the Champions League final, that Bale's goal is once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
You're watching Messi and Ronaldo competing, doing something that it's one person, like in Maradona's age, only Maradona was doing it.
Right.
In Pele's time, only Pele was doing it.
Right.
Now you have 2 guys head to head, they want to beat each other. Right. We're watching EPL, the best league in the world. Every game is unpredictable. Yeah. So this is the best time to be alive if you're a soccer fan. Yeah. Real quick, Yinka just says, shoulder still hurts. They touched each yesterday and it was wincing. Ooh, I guess he's talking about Mohamed Salah. That's not good for Egypt. Now, before we wrap up, right? Here's a question to everybody: how far do you think Russia would go as a host? Will the referee cheat for them?
Your boy Putin is there, man. I don't. They go on to do something. Those guys.
Unless they call the ref into the room and show him an AK. Now, two penalties.
But Charlie,
the first game.
Forget the VAR day, man.
VAR, yes. So it's gonna be tough.
VAR.
The first game is against Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, they're gonna win that one. Russia are winning.
I don't think so.
I know what you're saying, but I think the occasion, because of the occasion, Russia will get something. They will get something.
Russia's best player is their goalkeeper.
Yeah.
And their goalkeeper is not as good as Courtois.
Uzo.
No. I can't say that. The best player is their goalkeeper.
I know.
I mean, yes, the home love will be there, but you gotta prove something on the field.
I just don't think that, I think as a host, now I may be wrong, but I think as a host, they're probably going to have the worst record as a host, because they don't have the team to muster any kind of serious challenge. That's my thing.
Wow.
They might get 3 draws. I mean, but will that be enough to get to the second round?
Jeffrey says the World Cup, this World Cup fever, it's catching on.
Oh yeah, it's catching on. Just 3 days left.
The first big game, Spain, Portugal.
Yeah.
That's going to be enticing.
I mean, I think this World Cup fever is so good that I think a lot of people are going to be useless at work.
Completely.
I don't know how you're going to concentrate.
Completely.
At my job, they learned the last World Cup. They figured out that when the games are on, somehow the servers are faster. So they just woke on everybody and said, you know what, we're going to put the game on the big screen TV in the hall. And it was the Germany versus USA game.
Oh, man.
And after that game, and all my teammates, all my co-workers were like, oh my God. Then I now replied to them and said, now you see why a 1-0 game is not boring.
Yeah.
So they got to understand.
Yeah.
Carl, I wanted to share one of your experience because you went to the World Cup. But for me, my experience that I wanted to share from the last World Cup was the I think it was the Belgium game. I took the kids to the National Arbor where they had the outdoor TV. And that's the game that Tim Howard was like a superhero.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, people say, America don't love soccer, America don't love sports. It was crazy. Outdoor, almost like maybe 500 to 700 people out there watching the game, camping out, singing, and every time Tim Howard makes a save, everybody is jumping down, up and down like he just scored a touchdown.
Did anybody do what that woman did at the
Mia Hamm?
No. The woman at the hockey thing where she just flies.
I'm sure they finally did, but I was with my kids, so.
I mean, just the segue too is that on Wednesday we find out if we're going to host the 2026.
Yes, that's big.
So I hope that politics doesn't enter this issue, because clearly the United bid, which is Canada, USA, and Mexico, are the best bid, and we have the stadium. Here in the DC area, there are 2 stadiums. We're going to have Baltimore and FedEx. That's 2 hosts. So we're going to have 6 teams here in the area. Doesn't get better than that.
I think they would be stupid for not giving it to World Cup. As much as I love Africa and I want us to be able to host it, but these facilities, everything is here.
Completely.
In
fact, they did a pre ranking of all the facilities, and USA was just ready.
So every facility meets FIFA standard. Period.
Ready to go.
You can't beat it. But again, thanks to the current administration that we have,
politics,
getting visa and all those things could be a problem. So I don't know if that's going to work.
One of the risks they said was the fact that this wall they're trying to build, and the fact that visa entry will be maybe a problem, maybe the only thing that's against us. But
I think if Barack Obama was still president, it would be an easy thing. But now it's very quick.
Morocco would even say, just take it down.
I'm not even sure. Theo, Carl, do you want to share your World Cup experience with us real quick before we
I think when we went to Brazil, when we got there, I think we got there at 1 a.m. We made a long walk. We took around the beach, Copacabana Beach.
Copacabana.
We walked the whole night to the beach at 1 a.m. and boys were playing soccer on
pickup
beach
game
at 1 a.m. in the morning.
Was going on like mad.
Oh yeah.
1 a.m. in the morning.
They had what's that meat they cook? It's like suya.
Yeah.
But it's lined up and then
1 a.m. in the morning. I thought 1, 2 a.m. in the morning. Boys were playing in the beach, playing football.
It was crazy.
No,
And then when we were in Kuyapa to watch the Nigeria game, remember that place? So it's like an outdoor restaurant.
Right.
Everybody's there.
Right.
Germans. We met this German
Right.
guy
Oh,
that
yeah,
we didn't
yeah,
know from anywhere that became our best friend over
Yeah.
over a beer.
Yeah. It was.
You know, honestly, it's one of those things. If you have opportunity to go to a World Cup, you should go.
Yeah.
Speaking of World Cup, we're gonna have a representative in World Cup that's gonna take some pictures and do some interview for us. So stay on us on Afrobeat Live. If you watch this on YouTube, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Anything real quick before we wrap up?
I'm just excited about the next 4 weeks. I'm just looking forward to the games, looking forward to our fan zone chat. We love each other much there. We disagree sometimes, but I love it. And I'm just excited to be alive at this point in time. I'm just blessed.
Well, for me, you know, win, lose or draw, Nigeria for life. You know, if they go all the way, great. If they don't, no wahala. You know, I mean, I still believe in the team, and I think that, you know, whatever happens, they should keep this coach. He knows what he's doing.
I agree with everything you said. Nigeria for life. I love the team, but I'm not going to pick them to win World Cup yet because we're not there. I want to throw a challenge to Michael. Since you love Nigeria so much, please let us see your pick so that we can share with everybody. And I will be shocked if Nigeria is not winning the World Cup in your pick. We want to thank our sponsors, Wave.com, CY, starting out with CY for helping us. Again, remember, we're giving out away a free jersey of your choice. I've posted the link several times, and I'm going to post it again. I'm going to share it again. All you have to do is to go there. It's a FIFA website. Log in, join our team. It's called ABL FC in our league, and whoever wins it wins a free jersey of your choice. Or you can have the ABL jersey. It's Adidas jersey. It's authentic. It's not fake.
And it's nice. Very nice quality.
And this is our last fan zone for the season.
Yep.
So thank you, Paje, for coming in. If you haven't seen Paje's music video for the World Cup, please go there. We shared it earlier. We're gonna share the link again and again and again. Paje, how can everybody reach you? What's your social media?
I'm on YouTube, Paje official channel on YouTube. You can reach me on Twitter, _J. I'm on Instagram now. You know, Paje official channel, Paje official. And you can call me. There's a payphone near my house.
No, see you in August once we get ready for the season.
If Yinka Davids wins that challenge, give him a Barcelona t-shirt.
Yinka, I hope you hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again. The song you heard in the background is the Paje song. We thank you guys. Love you. It's been a great season. See you in the fall when EPL comes back. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.